Here's your birthday song. It's not very long.
It's not
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
And many more.
I really want to tell you guys I love you guys so much, and honestly, like, it's strange how fate works, and like I'm very grateful that I'm receiving this beautiful cake that was like full of love and thoughtfulness, and I really appreciate it. I just want to let you guys know I love you guys.
Love you. Woo, one blow. Yeah.
I got strong lungs. You know that I got strong lungs.
With lots of love.
Thank you.
You'll be getting.
Someone's tearing up.
Yeah, it was a rough couple days, so I really appreciate that.
All right, bitch. I brought a fork. So I get to see you eat this cake. Finally, after all these years, you can eat this cake.
I will taste it. I will taste it right now.
Take one bite.
Okay.
Debbie, feed it.
You're gonna feed it to me?
Yes. Oh, this is kind of a lot of frosting. Let me see. Let me get this. Let me get a.
It looks so good. Thank you guys. Dude,
it's vegan. Vegan girl.
That's really good. That's really good frosting. Did you guys make the frosting too?
Mm-hmm.
That's really good frosting.
It's bomb.
Is this the same recipe as
I don't know
last
if it's the same recipe,
okay.
but it's definitely a vegan chocolate cake. So, love you, Liz. New beginnings.
Oh, I don't want to go over the camera. Oh, I love you. Enjoy.
Thank you so much.
We'll eat the cake later. She's gonna open gifts and stuff.
Yeah, we'll do gifts in front of camera, and you know what? We'll enjoy the cake when Mrs. Lee gets back, and we'll eat it again together.
We'll talk about that later.
I don't think we're gonna
Alright,
have it
alright.
with my mom.
All right, save it for the podcast. I'm gonna be downstairs working, so
Okay, cool.
Oh my god, what are you guys doing?
we're just hanging out here, right?
Working?
Yeah.
Why are you
Oh,
guys
she's
doing-
working. She's working.
I have my laptop.
Oh, working. Oh, okay. I was like, please don't do anything. We're just gonna go out to eat. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I love
Cool.
you.
Love you.
All right, surprise, bitch.
I was super surprised. Oh my god, that was so nice.
Yeah.
Especially like, see, isn't it beautiful how life is? It takes you on a roller coaster, and for you to really appreciate these moments, you have to go through like some heavy stuff to really, really deeply appreciate.
a vegan chocolate cake. This is full circle. Like
Full circle,
you guys
dude.
don't know.
A lot.
Just
tell them a little bit
I
about
baked
that.
a cake years ago. I looked up her Facebook. It was like Bambi or Gomer or something like that.
Obscure.
It was
or
an
something.
obscure thing, but it said,
I didn't want to be found.
It said September 25th was her birthday. So I was like, oh, I think maybe it was a mistake, but I didn't know at that point. I'm like, oh, I just use Facebook as a sure thing for birthdays. So I'm like, I'm going to surprise Liz and bake her a vegan chocolate cake. I text Liz after the fact that I baked this cake. I'm like, hey, I just baked this cake. Happy birthday. I want to drop it off to you. And Liz texts me back, and she's like, it's not my birthday. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I saw it on, it said September 25th. I don't know. And like, but I have this cake and I want to give this to you. And happy early birthday. How about that? And Liz was like, you know, like, thank you so much, Debbie, but just you and your family enjoy the cake. And I was like, but I made this cake and I want
For
you to enjoy it.
Yeah, it took all the time to go make the cake, buy all the ingredients, and make the cake.
And I even like was resorted to like, you don't even have to eat the whole thing. You can just give it to your neighbors.
Yeah.
I just want to drop it off to you. And I know you're busy, so we don't even have to talk. I'll just drop it off to you real quick. Liz is like, no. And this is just to show you guys, I mean, we've talked this whole episode like about Liz's like how she feels about birthdays and like family and like everything. Like it wasn't about the cake. It was just so much more, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's just like, honestly, just like, sorry, just I was just like, even my birthday, I was like, who am I? Like, why did these people even give birth to me?
Mm-hmm.
Why am I even part of this family? Like, just like all the
negative.
Yeah, and then just like going, I don't know, like I don't mean to, but like my mind just like, because you're traumatized.
Mm-hmm.
When you're traumatized, your brain is kind of like stuck.
Yeah, it's kind of like a with fight or flight. And
Fight or
You
flight.
want to just flight. You want to fly
Yeah.
away. You're like,
Yeah.
It was like the birthday card with your mom. Like, I want to walk away from this cake right now because it just brings back triggers too much stuff.
Yeah. So, like, I guess at that moment, also, like, my mom's put this idea in my head, like, if you're not in the same money bracket as your friends, they're all gonna go away. That's exactly what she has constantly reminded me over the years. So it was basically kind of like, there was a lot of other things going on, but it was just like, push away your friends now before they push you away.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I'm, with all my heart, like, I don't know where I was at that moment, but, like, I'm so sorry that I did that.
I know.
Yeah.
But you know, this here is not about sorries. This is about us understanding where each other was at the moment. Mm-hmm. And even though I was upset, and I was like, my dad came downstairs.
No.
The cake smells so delicious.
God,
Liz
Mr.
must be
Yan.
probably gonna be so excited.
Oh, Mr. Yan.
But I just finished the conversation with Liz. Like, that homegirl did not want the cake.
Yeah, I remember
It's
that.
like, blah, this bitch doesn't want the cake. Dad, because she doesn't.
And vegan cakes are harder. I mean, like, you know, it's not what everyone's used to baking. It's different than baking a regular cake. So, and this was like 7 years ago?
It was years ago. I don't know exact years, but yeah.
It's got to be like 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah.
So that's when, like, people, like, aren't really crazed about vegan yet. Like, it's just started popping off like 3 years ago, you know, like, where it's easy, you know?
Yeah.
So it was harder for Debbie to make that cake.
But I was just like so upset. But then at the same time, even though I was upset and crying a little bit, I was just like, she doesn't want the cake. She doesn't want it. I
saw deeper
beyond that. And at that moment, I was like, you know what? There's something more than just a cake. Like, this is just something that Liz is going through. And I have to respect that, and I have to understand that some way, somehow. I will never fully understand because I'm not you, but I have to respect that she just doesn't want the cake,
and that's
I can't
true
push that on
love.
that.
That's
so
true love.
We thought our friendship. I mean, she thought our friendship was over.
I was like,
I never thought it was over.
Yeah, Debbie never thought.
This bitch. I'm gonna check in for your. I had to give her space at that time because I was just like, you know what, this is something I triggered something really big for her. And I have to give her space. But that's what friendship is. Like, true friendship, you know, someone told me it's like a good book. You know? It's like you can pick it up even years later and where you left off and continue on to the next chapter. Mm-hmm. And so this is just me returning to an old chapter, but to also make it a new chapter that this vegan chocolate cake represents our friendship that it has ups and downs, but it's still sweet at the end.
Yeah.
Still sweet, and there's this deep love I have for you, Liz, that is never gonna go away, and you are just, I don't know, man. I mean, the only way that to stop friendship is if you kill me. Is if you kill me, bitch. Like, if you stop my friendship.
Oh my God.
I don't know what else, like, what will give me.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
I don't know what give me, like, angry or mad.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I know.
Even, like
I feel like,
upset, like, you have to, like, accidentally kill me. Maybe I'd be, like, a little bit upset, but I'd be like, you know what? It probably was an accident.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be in heaven. I'm like, you know what? She probably didn't mean that.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
But I really wanted to, you know, thanks for Donna.
Thank
for pushing
you.
me to face my own fears. I was like,
yes.
is this gonna trigger her again? Like, I don't want to. I was afraid that, like, it was like, you know, it's her birthday, but I don't want to, like, push it or anything because it was just, like, brought so much. But then I was like, nah, she's gonna love it.
No, I do love it. You know why? This is not a trigger for me? Because we talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
We
talked about it.
All the other triggers.
Yeah.
It's because they don't want to talk about it. It's a constant reminder that we'll never have a relationship. We will never.
Until you talk about it.
Yeah, until we talk about it. Then it won't be a trigger for me.
Yes. Because you never got to
express myself.
Express yourself and speak your truth.
Not accept, like, they can still disagree with me, but, like, just wanting to just, like, sit and hang and, like, talk about it. That's why I can't, my uncle, stranger, he keeps on, like, asking me, like, oh, let's go smoke out. But I'm like, I can't smoke out with because what if I say something and then, like, I'm in trouble for saying something that's while we're smoking out in your garage, you know what I mean? So, like, this honestly brought me a lot of joy, and I'm glad that you also took that risk, and, you know, this was a lot for you too, you know, like, the memory of that, and I'm so sorry that I hurt you in that way, but honestly, like...
Hey, man, it's cool, no more sorries, right?
Yeah.
I love you, man.
I love you too, honestly.
You're my best friend, you know?
Yeah.
So, I think I'm just happy that we can, like, continue, you know, like, our friendship. And I didn't know if you would ever respond to me again, you know, but I was persistent, and I was, like, checked in on you, and, like, you know, even though it's years later or a year later, I just wanted to make sure that you're okay. Because I know how much you've been through, and I just know that, like, you've just been hurt so much. You're not, like, this horrible person, this cold bitch. Like, you have been through so much. And you've been there for me through my struggles, and so I'm like, this vegan cake, like, fuck the cake, you know, like, is Liz okay? Is she really okay? But I know in my heart that you'll always be okay because you have Joseph there for you. So I was like, I know she's okay, but I sure do fucking miss her.
Yeah.
I sure do miss her, and I hope she I hope she's not scared of me. I hope she's not, like, scared of, like, facing me again, because, like, I there's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing to be sorry for. There's nothing to be ashamed about. Like, there's nothing to forgive, because I was never mad at you. I was never angry towards you. I was always just like, my friend is hurt. She's obviously triggered by, like, something beyond this cake, and the birthdays are always been hard for you. Then that's why when your birthday came up again, I was like, we gotta make sure she has the birthday that she wants, and that we just respect that whatever she wants, and, like, and sure, let's make this fucking cake again, and let's just start fresh, because life is so short, and
yeah, you're right.
The fact that we were able to overcome our egos and our pride and put that aside and reconnect again, or for you to connect back with me and just respond back to me. I mean, you could have still been upset. Like,
no, I regretted it, like, instantly. After that happened, I was like, fuck, what did I do? But I was like, you know what? My mom's right. I need to push them away first. Yeah. Before they push me away, because...
Well, this just shows
I'm not that special.
This just shows you that your mom's wrong.
Yeah.
She's not right.
She's not right, and I'm so glad, because you are a part of me.
Yeah,
I honestly feel like when I watch things and I'm like, oh my god, like, you know, when we weren't talking, I was like, they would fucking think this is so fucking funny. Like, Debbie would love this, you know what I mean? Yeah. Or like, oh, I wish I like Debbie would have liked that, you know what I mean? Like, things like that, and it just shows me, like, because I'm not used to this kind of, like, of course, like, there's Joseph, but, like, as in, like, female energy.
Good female energy.
It's always been so not so pleasant, you know what I mean? So, like,
there's always been, like, an expectation out of you.
Expectations and stuff like that. And I think I was just, like, not used to that, like, that like, hey, everything's okay, like, I'm not gonna shame you, just, like, I just want to be there for you, you know what I mean? I wasn't used to that. So, like, when that really went down, when the, you know, it really hit the fan, and then you were still, like, accepting of me, oh my god, that was,
you accept me, I accept you, and we, like, accept each other in our darkest times, and it's like, we, you know, best friends, best buds, we don't leave each other behind. And it's like, and no matter how far we are apart, even if you're in different time zones, stuff like that, like, I always have you on my mind. I'm always, like, thinking in the back of my mind, like, and in my prayers and my thoughts, like, just, like, I hope Liz is happy, and I hope she's doing well. And, you know, I miss that person. I miss that human being, because it's such a genuine person. You don't come across people like that every day. So you hold on to those people when you can. Yeah. And you express yourself. You put your pride and ego aside. I don't care who reaches out first. Like, I don't mind being the one that reaches out first and, like, swallowing around. Like, there's nothing you know, I just miss you, you know, and I missed you, and I'm so glad that we are where we are now, and we have this podcast, and got your cake, and now we have your
Wow,
gifts.
full circle.